So we have a interior wall here, which I absolutely um, do not want to mess with. The studs are old, but the drywall on the other side is new and finished. It's part of the basement remodel. 1,000%. I don't want to mess with that. That took too much time and money to get done. So that's kind of my no-no wall. Don't touch. We will probably swap out some electrical outlets because these are the old ones that the nails are in the box and they go into the stud. But when you pull it out, they're kind of this plasticky composite material, and they tend to bust out the back of the box, which is not good. So they're definitely dated, circa 1970s, 1980s, and I don't want them. I don't want them in here. So yeah. All right. I'm rambling. Let me get back on track. So no wall. That means I got to be a little bit careful in the corner because not only is there power, but there's also where two finished walls meet. We took down the drywall off this wall, drywall and studs off this wall, drywall and studs off this wall. In general, the wall looks okay. There's definitely some cracking. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's all step cracks, which based on my research tells me it's not a whole lot to worry about. The house is 50, almost 60 years old. It's going to happen, right? So nothing appears to be major. Knock on wood. But I'm going to patch that up, especially over here, which I noticed yesterday. There were cobwebs over here. I noticed the cobwebs were moving, and today I put my hand. I can feel a heat exchange of air in here. There is a hole in here big enough for a breeze to come through. Now, mind you, that green handle turns off the water supply to the outside faucet, which is right at ground level. So ground level is maybe here. So that's definitely below grade. There should not be any sort of breeze coming through, but I know these are cinder blocks. They're hollow. They didn't fill them in. I get it. So I'm going to work on that and patch that and probably some of the bigger cracks, what I can get, and then we'll insulate and whatnot. This wall is not necessarily more concerning, but this wall is a little bit more concerning. Not concerning. The straps they used for the sewer completely failed. Looks like they tried to patch with duct tape, which also failed. We temporarily have some plastic strap up here that will eventually be replaced with metal strapping that I intend to strap up to the joist. But currently we're looking at about 10 foot of weight, and that just bothers me because it's all riding on that corner that goes into the septic tank, and I do not want to mess with anything sewer related, septic tank related down here. No thank you. But again, there's some step cracks. There's 2 blocks where right over here instead of following the grout line, it goes through the middle of the block. A little bit concerned about that, but it's just 2. I think I'm going to be okay. Again, knock on wood. I have the same issue in this corner as I do in that corner, my no-no corner over there. This is not a finished corner, but my laundry room's on the other side of this wall. And I really don't want to mess with my laundry room at the moment because one project at a time, right? So I'll get there when I get there. I don't know what it's going to look like. It may just be a surgical removal of part of the wall, just so I can build this wall where I want it, and then wait to finish that wall. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, it's clean. Let me show you. So the walls, there's my hole in the wall, and the floor behind where the 2x4s were, behind that stud wall, are just disgusting. And that's just from one scrub. Now, don't come at me about using bleach on a cinder block wall. I did it. It's too late. I mostly wanted to kill some of it on the surface and then scrub the loose stuff off, scrub the dirt off. Okay, I know it's a basement wall. It's going to be hidden behind a wall. When I paint it, nobody's going to care or see or whatever. But in my mind, I was taught to clean the surface before you paint it. So that's what I did. I cleaned it. Not great, but I cleaned it. So yeah, don't come at me in the comments about using bleach and water to clean. It's too late. It's a done deal. I think for the rest of the day, I'm going to take a nap and have coffee and rest and watch TV. Maybe edit this video and let this dry and get all the fumes out of here. Because, man, it is strong in the bleach smell. I don't really know how to clean up the stuff on the floor. I don't really want to use a shop vac. That's just going to be gross. I don't want to use up a bunch of rags to sop it up either. So, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna go before I pass out.